Well, hello, I'm your host, James Jackson. Welcome to Real People, Real Voices.
And I'm your co-host, Pastor Wayne Moore.
Always a pleasure to be with you.
Good to be with you, my friend.
It's going to be a great show on today.
Oh, my God. We have a phenomenal lady with us today. She's a very sharp lady, tall lady.
Yeah.
And very powerful lady on the west side of Indianapolis. Happy to have her with us today.
Indianapolis's International Marketplace.
Yes, with Miss Mary Clark. Phenomenal lady, doing a lot of great things on the west side of Indianapolis. She's the founder of this particular venture, and she's going to make sure that we have all the information we need to share with the community today.
And they're doing a lot of exciting things with regard to really scaling that particular initiative up.
Right. We need economic development in that area, especially on that piece of West 38th Street, where we've had a decline in businesses. And she comes along now with this great economic development program. She's going to explain it to us, and we hope that the city of Indianapolis will be excited about it.
Yeah, I grew up in that area. Service Merchandise used to be over there years ago, so all that's changed.
Yes, changed, and she's part of the change, and that's good.
Yeah, change is good. And we are glad that you have made the change to watch Real People, Real Voices on today. Catch us on Sundays at 5:30 p.m. You can also watch on Wednesday nights at 11 o'clock p.m. Please go to YouTube, check out our YouTube page, like us or subscribe to our YouTube, and like us on Facebook. A lot of exciting things.
Yes, yes. And there's a history of shows on Facebook.
Yeah.
You can stroll through and find which one you want to check out.
Yeah.
It's there.
Stay with us. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Real People, Real Voices. I'm your host, James Jackson.
I'm your co-host, Pastor Wayne Moore.
And we're joined on today by the Executive Director of the International Marketplace. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you so much for having me here today.
Yeah, it's good to have you. And I should say Miss Mary Clark.
Yes, but Mary is just fine.
All right.
Yes.
So tell us, you're the Executive Director there. How did all this come about?
Oh, so I'm going to tell you that it started with God and a vision. I started this organization with the help of several other people back in about 2005. And we formed an organization called the Lafayette Square Area Coalition, trying to stop the Lafayette Square area from becoming a blighted area. But unbeknownst to us, there was like an underbelly happening, a rebirth of the area, something organic, where immigrants were moving into the area. And at that point in time, we just decided, forget trying to save the Lafayette Square area because we just couldn't, and embrace what was happening there. Embrace the new Americans to the Lafayette Square, now International Marketplace area.
And, you know, I was telling Dr. Moore, I grew up in that area.
Yes.
We had Service Merchandise out there. Lafayette Square was booming, at Back Racks, LS Airs. All that's changed, and now this development of the International Marketplace, and it's growing.
So let me start off by telling you that when you grew up in that area, I worked for LS Airs.
Oh, really?
In the candy department. Many people don't remember the candy department, but I started there as Christmas help and left LS Airs as a senior buyer. So I left LS Airs. I went to work for National City Bank. I raised my children in that area. I love that area. So yes, the area has changed. It's now something very vibrant. And I forgot your question.
Oh, well, I mean, how did you go from being a buyer at LS Airs and getting into developing this project?
So how did I go from, let me just start off by saying, God, you never know where he's going to lead you. So I left LS Airs, went to work for Value City Department Store. I will tell you that working for Value City Department Store is when I started to see a shift in the makeup of Indianapolis. I think in the 90s, we all remember when the Latino community started moving to Indianapolis. And I remember thinking back then, oh my gosh, why are these people here? Where are they coming from? Why do they have money? And we don't, because I'm thinking we don't have money. And they have $50 bills and $100 bills. And this little negative thing was just stirring up inside of me, right? And I didn't know why. I left Value City, went to work for National City, and I was fortunate enough to have a pastor that was working for me at the time, or a minister that was working for me at the time, and he heard me one day say, aloud, why are these people here? And he said to me, who do you think you are? Don't you know those are God's children just like you? And that's the day that God started stirring up in me and making me realize that there was another path, another plan for me. He moved me from that location of National City Bank to 38th Street, where we were not just visited by the Latino community. Now we have Africans and we have Indians and we have Chinese and Vietnamese, and there's like a whole plethora of people that he is saying to me, Mary, you need to learn how to embrace these people, and if you can embrace them, then you can teach others to embrace them. And believe it or not, that's basically how the rebirth and me, along with other people, started working towards creating something special on the west side of Indianapolis.
Well, tell us what you have here.
So
as it relates
here,
to
one of the things that we're working on is some new development. Over the last 30 years, I think all would agree there's not been much development in this area, other than the Eskenazi Health Project that's at 38th and Moeller. Well, I can tell you, in the next 18 months, there's like 5 new projects, and this is one of them, Hannah International Loft. This is a 26,000 square feet commercial, and then in the back here are 80 apartment units that will be
Will it be for
attached.
seniors?
This unit will not. This
Okay.
will be, we're hoping to attract millennials to this
Okay.
one. But
Okay.
there is a senior unit coming at 35th and Lafayette Road.
Yeah.
There will be 160 unit senior housing that will go in that. It's an old doctor's office.
Know exactly where you're talking.
Exactly, and that will turn into senior housing. We should be breaking ground on both these projects late summer. I think this one is scheduled for late August and the other is scheduled for September. But I want to mention, not just these projects that we're co-developing, the library is bringing a 20,000 square foot library to the area.
Right.
There's a new YMCA just outside of our area, 52nd and Lafayette Road, 40,000 square foot YMCA, and I have a veterans component to it, a Olympic-sized pool. These are things that we've not seen on the west side in the last 30 years. So we're really excited about the things that are happening. We just are finishing up what we're calling a multimodal study. You know, it's hard to get from Michigan Road to 38th Street without a car, right? So we're finishing up a study that will help people get there by walking and bicycling. With some funds from the city called the CREETS funds, we're able to use those funds to help with the study. We're also just finished up another study that's a MU3 or mixed use study that would allow us to start bringing more housing to the area. If you're not familiar with the old, I hate to say it, Lafayette Square area, but now the International Marketplace, we're an area that's full of concrete. Right? And so we need to find ways to dense it up and bring more people back to that area.
Right.
All right. Well, we want you to stay with us. We've got a whole lot more with regard to the International Marketplace, and the executive director is here, Ms. Mary Clark, to tell you all about what's going on. It's very exciting, Dr.
It is. I think the west side is going to have some great new innovation, new housing, anything that you want now is going to be available on the west side, and hopefully we can keep that going.
So stay with us. We got much more to come. We'll be back after this. Well, welcome back to Real People, Real Voices. I'm your host, James Jackson.
I'm the co-host, Pastor Wayne Moore.
And we're joined today by Miss Mary Clark, talking about the International Marketplace, of course, a beautiful facility, the Hannah International Lofts.
Yes.
With a commercial component to it coming up. But there's already a lot of things people can enjoy. Some 80 ethnic restaurants, 40 different markets, 800 ethnic businesses. A really, really nice cultural palette here.
Yes. We'd like to tell people if you get out of your cars and go into some of the businesses, you leave these United States and you can go to China, you can go to Japan, you can go to Ethiopia, you can go to Nigeria, you can go to Yemen. Those businesses take on the flavor of their countries.
Including food.
Including food.
Okay.
And once you've eaten the food and you found that you really like it, you can go to many of the different markets and buy the foods, the ingredients to make those foods yourself.
You're saying it's 150 countries represented in the Lafayette Square Mall area now.
So we don't call it the Lafayette Square Mall anymore. We call it the International Marketplace. Yes. And so, yes, there's over 150 different languages spoken in that area. And we want people to say, because they'll often say, well, you're so involved in the international community, but we're the only country that doesn't consider ourselves global. And we need to start thinking of Indianapolis and Indiana and the country as a global community. And so we too, Americans, are part of that global world. We're all part of God's family, right? And so we're global in the international marketplace.
Yeah, so we're now the crossroads of America where the world meets.
Where the world meets. I like that.
That's all right?
That's all right.
And I call her Miss International.
Yes, you do, Pastor.
After listening and hearing all of this, she's one of the first and foremost persons I've heard embrace the immigrants like she's, the immigrant issue like she's embracing it. She needs to be commended for that.
Well, I'm just following his lead.
Yeah.
So, when the Lord gives you a path, and shame on us that we don't stay on that path. And I don't want to tell you that I haven't deviated a few times, but I got pushed back. So I'm still on the path.
That shows you he's in control.
He's in control, absolutely.
Yeah.
Volunteer Day of Service pole painting.
Oh my gosh, I'm really excited about this. On August the 5th, we will be painting the wooden utility poles in our area, some 50 of them, and they will represent the different countries, including, again, the United States. So they will be flags, colors of the world. And we're still looking for volunteers.
So how can people get involved in that?
You can follow us on Facebook at International Marketplace Coalition, and there's information there. Or you can go to our website at imcoalition.org, or you can call us at 317-331-3909. Yes.
Well, I can truthfully say, after having you here with me today, I plan to get involved with what you're doing out there on the west side. Just give me a call. I'll be happy to come and help
Pastor, you're already there. You will see an email before you get home this evening.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you
give us
very
a call.
much.
Love to help you.
Absolutely.
And how can people get out there, the address?
Our office is 3919 Lafayette Road. We're connected to Lafayette Square Mall and the old Pacer Academy. But if you go past 38th and Commercial Drive up to 38th and High School Road, you're in the International Marketplace. It's a host of beautiful businesses. I will tell you that a lot of the clothing that I buy now come from the International Marketplace.
Really?
Yes.
You're not
Absolutely.
telling us the discounts you get.
Well, no, but let's talk about a discount. So there is a discount card that you can buy.
Right, I'm aware of that.
Yes, and so that discount card will give you 10% off of many of your purchases in the International Marketplace, whether it's at one of the restaurants or the grocery stores or the mini shops, and even at the car service places. Some of them will accept the 10% discount card. Again, you can get that discount card at imcoalition.org, and you can find that on our website.
When is groundbreaking?
The groundbreaking of this Hannah International project is the 1st of September, I believe. For the 3500 Lafayette Road is the end of August. Groundbreaking for...
Fire station? Not
The
First Day.
YMCA.
YMCA, I'm sorry.
Is July the 26th.
Six is
July
there?
the 26th. And it will be at Covenant Church, I believe that's the name of the church, right across the street from where the actual land is.
52nd Street. That's a
52nd Street.
new assembly there.
Yes, and that's at 9 o'clock in the morning, and everyone is welcome. And if you come to the groundbreaking, there will be pastries from around the world. Yes.
Now, you all had an art show
We have an art show coming up.
coming up.
The
Okay,
art-
because there was one, and then, of course, this is the second one.
Absolutely. So
Okay.
we have one in January where we featured 10 artists from 8 different countries. We have another one coming up the 21st of this month, and we have so far 16 artists from 13 different countries that have
Wow.
signed up. We're
that's great.
still looking for Asian artists and African, but we're well on our way.
And if they want to be involved, how do they do that?
You can go to our website again at iamcoalition.org, or you can call me at 317-331-3909.
So, Mayor, as we wrap up here, certainly this is going to outdate all of us.
Yes, it will.
What would you like to see?
I would like to see a place. Well, no, let me tell you what's really going to happen. Think about a global village. Think about a place where it's the Children's Museum, a Disney Epcot Center, and Convention Center all rolled into one. And if I was to tell you that that global village will happen within the next year to 6 months, please believe me. We have funding, we have commitments, we have the energy. The only thing we're lacking is the building, and we're still trying to find a building for it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
will.
Can I share one more thing?
Absolutely.
On September the 30th of this year, we're hosting our 11th Taste the Difference Festival. If you're a little squeamish and shy about trying foods from around the world, this would be the time to do it. We will have 30 restaurants where you can literally eat yourself around the world. And I'll tell you, at the end of that day, you will walk out of that festival knowing that we just all look different, but at the end of the day, we're all the same. We want healthy families, healthy homes, and healthy communities.
Well, maybe we can talk to the folks here at 40 and we could do a show out there.
Possibly. We'd love to come out and
that'd
do
be
a
all
show.
right.
Would you like to have us to come out?
Consider it done.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, man.
Thank
Well,
you. I'm
thanks
going
for
to hold you
being
to
here.
it.
Well, yeah,
We know you will.
we'd be happy to do that.
Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us on today. What an incredible show, a lot of great information. Please be sure to visit the website there for the International Marketplace. You can also give Mary a call if you would like to be involved in all the wonderful things that are going on. Thank you for being here with us today. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the rundown. Welcome back to Real People, Real Voices. I'm your host, James Jackson.
I'm your co-host, Wayne Moore.
And I'm the marketing director for Real People, Real Voices. My name is Curtis Baker.
And we're here for the rundown. These are beautiful brochures.
Yes, they are. Look at that. 2017.
I didn't get one.
Can the camera get a good shot of this? I want to get a good shot
Mary
of this.
left us with
Yeah,
those.
Mary left us, Miss Clark left us with these. If you can get a real close-up shot, passport to Indy's best global cuisine. And I want to turn this the right way. There we go. I want to make sure that you find out where all of these places are. This is the 5th edition for this catalog.
The International Marketplace.
Yeah, yeah.
And it appears most of these businesses are on the bus line.
Yes, and that's good.
Yeah.
It has a 10% discount in it as well.
Oh,
So,
let me see that.
I'm going to
Get
use that.
You're going to use it here very soon, aren't you?
Absolutely.
You know what I find really remarkable listening to her, that there's 150 countries represented in an area.
Less than,
Okay.
I would like
And
to say, less than a 10-mile area.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
you
phenomenal.
don't have to, you don't need a passport.
No.
You can just go over there on the west side and sample foods and cuisines of different countries, from anywhere from Ethiopia to El Salvador
You could
to
save a lot of money, Curtis.
Japan to
You could
China.
go eat the cuisine. Then if you want to get on a boat, go over to Eagle Creek.
Right.
So,
Well,
Yeah. Well, it's a lot to do. Online, imcoalition.org to find out more information and to get one of these beautiful 5th edition brochures for the international marketplace. You know, Mary was talking about the new construction project, specifically the Hannah Lofts.
Yes.
And of course, there's several other things going on out there. And as I had indicated, I grew up out there was one way. Now this is different.
right.
This is revitalization.
Yeah, and revitalization, and at the same time, commercial businesses are coming in. She did make us aware 25 businesses last year came in that area. And so we need to push this and let the community know that the West Side's got something going on.
and just within a year, $2.7 million of those businesses were invested in that
Yeah,
area.
that's phenomenal.
$2.7 million.
Economic development. And so,
I think it'd be really nice to get out there and do a show out there.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Since you are
let's
our
make it
program
happen.
director.
We're going to make that happen.
Yeah,
We're going to make it happen.
You
We're
know
gonna
what?
make it
Let me tell you, help you understand something. October the 7th is the Taste of Difference Festival.
Taste the difference.
Taste the difference, right? Taste the difference, and maybe you need to look at that, brother.
We'll make it
producer.
happen. Let's
Yeah, yeah, we'll pray. That's all we can do is pray.
make it happen.
Prayer make it happen.
Yeah, pray, make it happen.
So thank you for joining us on today for Real People, Real Voices. We've had a wonderful time. I hope that you can get in on this. The international marketplace, again, you can go to their website and find out more information and get one of these beautiful brochures, and it'll take you all the way through there. Also, please don't forget to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. You can watch this show over again, or you can tell your friends about it. Also, go to our Facebook page, Real People, Real Voices, and like us on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
It's very important that they like us.
Yes.
Yes.
That's all we have for now. Thank you for joining us.
God
We'll
bless.
see you next time.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.